So good evening. Really lovely. Really lovely to be able to be together, isn't it? And enjoy a bit of a sing this evening. And we're going to start work this evening on a new song, which I'll explain a little bit more about in a moment. Thanks to everybody who's sending videos for Baba Yetu. It's starting to look good, so we'll get that out fairly soon. I'm looking forward to sharing that with you all, and it's going to be a bit of a treat. I think it's good fun. So this evening we're going to start work on a song called "You Ran to Me," which I imagine nobody will know. Probably is likely to be brand new to everybody, because and I hope this doesn't seem self-indulgent, because actually it's one of my songs. It's a song I wrote a couple of years ago, and then performed quite a few times in kind of some worship events. There's something I did called The Call, and so with lots of local kind of circuit choirs in various different parts of the country. It was kind of exploring the Methodist Church our calling statement, and how we live out our calling as Methodists. And so this song was kind of part of that, and written for that, and seemed to go down very well with it. And up until this point, I've only ever made a kind of a very rough demo of the song, and I thought it might be nice to do a proper version of it, and what a treat it would be for you all to sing on that. A treat for me, I mean. And so I'll introduce that this evening. We're also there's also another new song that's going to be coming your way fairly soon too, which is another kind of both video recording, but also then the audio recording will be of use and used. So that's quite exciting. But first of all, let's get ourselves warmed up. Hopefully you can hear me okay, and hear the piano. So we're just going to start by just thinking about being tall, and thinking about that lovely upright feeling in the body. So all the breath coming in deep down, and allowing lots of space around the midriff, so you can really take a really good breath and fill up. And to think as the sound is rising up, almost coming out the crown of the head in this kind of upwards direction of travel. And we're simply going to start with just a hum, which so simply. So hopefully as you're doing that, you're really aware of some lovely kind of buzziness going on in the cheeks, and feeling kind of really good resonance with that. And thinking about that resonance, we're just going to take that down the scale. So all the way down the scale. 3 and this one. Good, we're going to do my old favourite exercise, which simply goes, in fact, let's do it down in A flat. Ya, 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 ya. So that's the first part. Ya, 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 ya. Just try that much you can. Ya, 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 ya. Second part. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. The third and final part. Ya, 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 ya. So there's two turns of the way down there. Ya, 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 ya. See that once more together. Ya, 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 ya. So then we put all three of those ideas together. It sounds something like this. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. Good, now we're going to be naughty singers. And we're going to slide the octave with your most elaborate, juicy slide you can. So it now sounds like this. Ya, 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 ya. It's a really good way to warm up the voice and then just really feel the voice all as one instrument. So there's no kind of gear change along the way. We've got the most smooth automatic vocal gearbox we can. So 3. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. One more for fun. Good, have a little shake out and a little wiggle and get yourself feeling that good and upright, lovely singing position. Lovely to see folks with us on YouTube. Hi Z, and Rick, lovely to have you with us. Sheila, lovely to see you from Swinton, and Rachel, great to have you with us too. Enjoyed as well. Right, You Ran to Me, which, as I mentioned at the beginning, is a song I wrote a couple of years ago. And the story behind the song, before you have a listen to it, it was really written in response to the story of the prodigal son. And the story of the prodigal son had particular was particularly important in my journey, which is to say that I'd kind of wandered away from church in terms of, regular attendance and what have you, when I was a student, albeit I was still a lay clerk in a cathedral choir. But I guess in terms of kind of personal faith. It was less my personal faith was less strong and important in my life, really, at that time. And then my friend, now my wife, invited me along to her church. And it just so happened that on that Sunday evening, when she invited me along to her church, the sermon was all on the prodigal son, and there was something in that. And so as I was more recently thinking about the story of the prodigal son, the thing that was really struck me was how it's not us returning to the Father, although we kind of turn round, but actually it's the Father who runs to the Son, and it's the Father who does that running towards the Son. And so, and this song was really a reflection on that actually through it all, the Father's the one who runs toward us. So I'm going to play you a video of the song. Now, this is a kind of a really rough mix of where the song's up to at the moment, which I've put to the old video that used to be played when I used to do this live. So it's a bit of a mix match of the song, but hopefully we'll give you a bit of a flavour of it. So this is "You Ran to Me." There's tricky times when all seemed dark, and I've been walking away from you. City lights, shiny things had caught my eye, pulling me away from you. Then you ran to me with arms outstretched, calling me home to you. You ran to me, though I'm weak. You gave this heart a home. You gave this life new hope. You ran to me. Me home to be with you. You call me child, joyful at my return. I'm overwhelmed by your grace. I don't deserve this precious, wondrous gift, yet you ran to me with arms outstretched, calling me home to you. You ran to me, though I'm weak. You gave this heart a home. You gave this life new hope. You ran to me. When I felt so far from you, your arms stretched out with life anew. By your grace gave me a chance. Your arms stretched wide upon the tree, now wrapped around in love for me. Your arms flung wide in love for me. What once was lost now is found. What once was empty is full and overflows. I had no voice, but now So there you are. There's a bit of a flavour of it in that kind of early mix stage. You can hear it's that kind of. It's been a little while since we've done the kind of more poppy vibe, so I thought it might be nice to do that. So let's have a look at some of these choir parts. So tenors and basses, you got this. So well, I should start by saying there's actually two choirs. Or two choir parts here. There's choir 1, which is the part you'll see here, and so if you download music from the website, and then in the next couple of days I'll put the run-through videos up, and you'll see there'll be a choir 1 run-through and a choir 2 run-through. And you kind of go to will be the choir 1, and it'd be great to have everyone do that. But if you're in the throes of filming yourself and you find you've got some time and you fancy adding in a choir 2 recording as well, that'd be amazing. And so there's that separate choir 2 part. But for choir 1, tenors and basses, you've got this little riff which goes something like this. Oh, 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 and then that repeats. So you can see the repeat marks there, and it goes back again. So let's try that together then, shall we? Tenors and basses, and a 1. Now that comes back a few times, so you'll get really used to doing that. Now tenors, I realise a bottom G is really quite low, so tenors, if you don't have a bottom G, don't worry about that at all. You can just join us on from the B, or as is appropriate for your range. You may have also noticed that when I was singing it, I kind of put a W at the beginning of the O. Whoa. Okay, I want to have a really yawny kind of flavour to it. Whoa. So there's lots and lots of space. Let's just do that one last time. I mean, sopranos and altos, feel free to join in for now if you'd like. So. Which takes us into the chorus where we all sing and singing text. Of course, over the top of this little riff, there's the verse 1 text. Okay. So sopranos, let's start with you on the this main chorus, and simply goes, then you. Let me select the right screen. Okay, let's try that again. 1 and 2. Then you ran to me with arms outstretched, calling me home to you. You ran to me. Now that's probably enough to get us going. Let's just try that again then, sopranos. And 1, 2. Then you ran to me with arms outstretched, calling me home to you. You ran to me. Okay. Rhythmically, there's a lot of syncopation going on. So that you notice the then is short and the U is long and early. Then you and here not double, triple, quadruple syncopations going on. Then you ran to me with arms outstretched, calling me home to you. So it's lovely if you can really get that that rhythm really precise, but in that lovely relaxed kind of way. Altos, with that rhythm in mind, you have a 1. Then you ran to me with arms outstretched, calling me home to you. You ran to me. Okay, let's try that much. A 1 and. Then you ran to me with arms outstretched, calling me home to you. You ran to me. Okay, we'll carry on with that in a moment. Tenors, let's have a look at your part here. So you start in unison with the basses. Then you ran to me with arms outstretched, calling me home to you. You ran to me. Okay, let's try that together then, tenors. 1 and. Then you ran to me with arms outstretched, calling me home to you. You ran to me. Okay. Basses, very similar. Certainly to start with. Then you ran to me with arms outstretched, calling me home to you. You ran to me. You've got that octave leap there at the end, basses. You ran to me. And it'd be lovely if we can aim to be right on the money with that C as swiftly as you can. You ran to me, without any hint of you ran to me, and eventually getting there we'll go right on the money first time. Tenors and basses, let's just do that together. So aid with that, let's just do that with the track, and we can hopefully then hear those parts a bit clearer. So, in fact, let's do all singers all together. Let's do that. So sopranos, altos, tenors, and basses. And we start in this unison G. Then here we go. Then you ran to me with arms outstretched, calling me home to you. You ran to me. Okay, oh, that's an awful lot of me, isn't it? There, I'm sorry. The sopranos have. Let's get the piano back on. Sopranos. You ran to me, though I'm weak. You gave this heart a home. You gave this life new hope. You ran to me. Okay. So let's try that second half where it says forte subito. So you ran and you ran to me, though I'm weak. You gave this heart a home. You gave this life new hope. You ran to me. Okay. Altos. Let's do this from the same moment. You ran to me, and you ran to me. Though I'm weak, you gave this heart a home. You gave this life new hope. You ran to me. So there's a little jumping around to do here. Bar 23 into 24. You gave this heart a home. You gave this life new hope. Do that again. 1 and. You gave this heart a home. You gave this life new hope. You ran to me. Okay. Tenors. Let's have a look at your part. We'll go from the same moment, the forte subito. You ran and you ran to me. Though I'm weak, you gave this heart. This once more. And you ran to me. Though I'm weak, you gave this heart a home. You gave this life new hope. You ran to me. Okay. And finally, basses. We'll read the same moment. And you ran to me. Though I'm weak, you gave this heart a home. You gave this life new hope. You ran to me. Okay. So without anything else, let's just sing the whole of that chorus together. And I'll play the tracks so you can hear all of your parts. Of course, sopranos and altos, I'm singing your part down the octave. But let's just do that in isolation before we add the rest of the track in. So this is from Then You, Then You, Then You. Then you ran to me with arms outstretched, calling me home to you. You ran to me. Though I'm weak, you gave this heart a home. You gave this life new hope. You ran to me. Okay. Why don't we try it right from the very beginning so far? Okay, including the tenors and basses with that lovely round, warm feel. So you'll hear the pause bars of the strings coming in. The double bar line is when the kick drum starts. 1, 2. There's tricky times when all seemed dark. And I've been walking away from you. Repeat. City lights, shiny things. It caught my eye, pulling me away from you. Tutti. Then you ran to me with arms outstretched, calling me home to you. You ran to me. Though I'm weak, you gave this heart a home. You gave this life new hope. You ran to me. Now see tenors and basses, you get the same idea as the start. You call me home to be with you. You call me child, joyful at my return. And repeat. I'm overwhelmed by your grace. I don't deserve you ran to me with arms outstretched, calling me home to you. You ran to me, though I'm weak. You gave this heart a home. You gave this life new hope. You ran to me. Okay, so as you've discovered along the way there, and that chorus is exactly the same as the first chorus. There's no surprises along the way there. So we're just reaching this bridge section where we've got some oohs, and over the top of these oohs, there's there will be what I'm of no doubt Adam's not recorded yet. Not got the track to record it to yet, but Adam Sanders, who runs the Jazz Community Church, the Jazz Church Big Band and what have you, is going to be adding some piano gold over the top of this here. So while you're singing the oohs, and there's quite a lot of space to it, and so sopranos have ooh. Let's once more. Ooh. So it's that idea 3 times. And thinking of repeated ideas, altos, you've got almost exactly the same, but a third lower. And then repeats once more. Tenors, you've got a dreadfully interesting part. It's just the one note, I'm afraid. And basses, you're almost the same as the altos. Throughout this, there's a little change later on, but to start with, you're exactly the same. And then that repeats a couple more times. For everybody, what the feature of this is with these 4-bar phrases to really feel a peak in the middle of it. In the middle, so he's leaning into bar 3, it warms up and then pulls away. And as I've said before, it kind of has that shiver quality when we warm up in the middle of the note. So. Etc. So why don't we just try that all together? So soprano, alto, tenor, bass, and there's some warmth generated, and you can see you're moving to R there, and then the text you're supporting, just so you've kind of got an idea of actually why this bit is warmer and why it warms up. The text is, your arms stretched wide upon the tree, now wrapped around in love for me, your arms flung wide in love for me. And so sopranos have and really aim for that bar line. So we'll crescendo all the way to the end and it's almost like you let the voice fly off into the distance on that last note there. Alto is in a similar vein with the crescendo. Basses, you're almost exactly the same, except you're going to interrupt yourself as you go back into that opening riff. So for basses, and off it goes again. Tenors, for you, again, you're going to interrupt yourself with the riff. Okay. So why don't we try the whole of the section together? See if I can find it with the track. So this should hopefully just be You Ran to Me, just leading us into it. Hey, this life, new hope, you ran to me. 1 and 2. When I felt so far from you, your arms stretched out with life anew. By your grace gave me a chance. Broad are your arms stretched wide upon the tree, now wrapped around the love for me. Your arms so wide and love for me. What once was lost, now is found. What once was empty, is full and overflows. I had no voice, but now I sing. I had no tune, now it rises. And then familiar territory. For you ran to me with arms outstretched, calling me home to you. You ran to me, though I'm weak. You gave this heart a home. You gave this life new hope. You ran to me. Okay. Great. So, pretty straightforward, isn't it? Nothing too ominous in that. The choir 2 parts, I'll just have a quick little look at them. There's just some oohs and ahs over the top of the chorus in that kind of heavenly voices symphonic chorus style-y. But it's very straight. Again, it's very straightforward. Sopranos have. So definitely not too many surprises along the way there. Let's just look from this R here, bar 24, 2, 3. Oh, you ran to me. It's a bit that jumps around the most, really. Altos, let's look at the same moment. So you can see it comes in on the downbeat after Then You Are. or ooh in this case. Bar 12 you have you ran to me. Okay. There's a split part, so the second alto part, you start with the first alto part and then splits on the R, so it sounds like this. You ran to me. And then tenors, the choir 2 parts, only written for tenors. There's no bass part in choir 2. And so tenors you have. I'm sorry I've not got a top G today. Had my COVID jab the other day, and my voice isn't. That's what I'm blaming it on anyway. So I'm sorry the top G's not there. Okay, so that's all the parts for the choir 2 with the chorus. And for the second chorus, it's exactly the same. The third chorus, there's a little change. You can see these oohs for the bridge, bar 60, are exactly the same as choir 1. And so the change occurs for sopranos towards the second half of the chorus. We've got this kind of little descant moment with the oohs, really. So sopranos have, this is bar 96. Now, surprise, I'm sure you're going to make a much nicer sound than I do today up there. Let's try that again. You ran to me. That's the end. Okay. And so, other than that, it's all, there shouldn't be any other surprises along the way with it. So with all that in mind, why don't we, it's going to flash before your eyes, look at the choir 1 part from the very beginning to the very, in fact, for those who might fancy having a sing of the choir 2 parts, I'll put this version of the music on so you can see both choir 1 and choir 2, so you can take your pick as to what you might like to sing. Let's go right back to the beginning of the piece, and we're going to run it from beginning to end. So just a reminder, you'll hear the strings fade in during what's marked as a pause, and then the double bar line, which looks like the beginning of bar 2, is when you then hear the kick drum come in and the guitar. So you've only got a bar and a half before you're in tenors and basses. So it's quite a swift start for you. There's tricky times when all seemed dark, and I've been walking away from you. lights, oh, shiny things, oh, had caught my eye, oh, pulling me away from you. Then you ran to me with arms outstretched, calling me home to you. You ran to me, though I'm weak. You gave this heart a home. You gave this life new hope. You ran to me. Lovely and warm and round. You call me home, to be with you. You call me child, joyful at my return. I'm overwhelmed by your grace. I don't deserve this precious, wondrous gift. Yet you ran to me with arms outstretched, calling me home to you. You ran to me, though I'm weak. You gave this heart a home. You gave this life new hope. You ran to me. When I felt so far from you, your arms stretched out with life anew. By your grace gave me a chance. Your arms stretched wide upon the tree, now wrapped around the love for me. Your arms slung wide in love for me. What once was lost, now is found. What once was empty is full and overflows. I had no voice, but now I sing. I had no tune, now it rises from within. For you ran to me with arms outstretched, calling me home to you. You ran to me, though I'm weak. You gave this heart a home. You gave this life new hope. You ran to me. Well done, everyone. Thank you. Great. Well, I hope I hope you are going to enjoy delving into that and getting to know it some more. Yeah, it's I think it's a bit of fun, and yeah, I hope it's going to be something you'll enjoy singing. So thank you so much. Are there any questions? Anything? Anybody want me to go back over anything at all? Take that as a good sign.
I was just going to ask if we do choir 2, do you want a recording of choir 1 and choir 2?
If possible, that'd be great. Yeah. So the thought really is that the choir 1's the kind of principal choir, yeah, and then choir 2 will add on as a some colour to it, really. So it'd be nice. We'll also add in. I haven't quite figured out exactly how we'll do it, but you might have noticed in the track there's a bit of a hey, hey. So we'll we'll find a way that's appropriate.
Do you know how hard it was getting your arms up and down in the right
place? Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Have you noticed the slow progression from 2 bars of doing that to now every quaver? Yeah. Just wait for the next song, I tell you. I just seen on YouTube, Rick. Just to answer your question, you'd be so welcome to join. It'd be great to have you and have you as part of it. From Fargo, wonderful. So if you pop along to the website, which is NMCGB, so National Methodist Choir Great Britain .org, and you'll find all the details there. But you'd be so welcome to get involved. It'd be lovely to have you with us. Wonderful. Well, thank you all. It's really been good to introduce that to you, and I'll look forward. So we've got our next rehearsal is in 2 weeks' time. So we'll keep following this pattern from now on, of every 2 weeks on our Monday evening. But I'll look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, thank you, Matt. That was a lovely song. Yeah.
Good. Should we close by sharing the grace together?
Yeah.
Which I thought I'd put on the screen for those who might not be as familiar with it. So should we share the grace together? May the grace
of our Lord Jesus Christ,
the love
of God, and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with us all evermore.
Amen. Wonderful. Well, God bless everyone, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.